Hey guys, my name is Seniac and welcome back to another episode of our isolated city here in City Skylines. But today guys, we're going to hopefully delete our old water transfer facility, whatever we want to call it, and build a brand new one in our new utility area on one of our islands. Oh no, don't tell me the planes are stuck again. Don't tell me the planes are freaking stuck again. These planes will be the death of me. But anyway guys, last episode we built a brand new tourist area and hopefully we're going to get it connected up to more sections of the island. So things are going pretty sweetie swang if you ask me right now. If you do enjoy this series and want to see more, then make sure you smash the like button down below. If you're new here, make sure you do subscribe so you can know when the next episode does come out. Now listen, I literally leave the game for like how many days and I come back and you telling me that these planes are backlogged again? Did they not learn from the last time this happened? I reckon there's something going on right now. Oh wait, it felt like there was an extra node there. Did anyone see that? It felt like there was an extra node. Right, hold on. Where's this? And flip that round. Does that fix it? Wait, what is going on here? Let me delete this. There is definitely something going on here, isn't there? What's happened now? Oh my goodness me, I want to cry. Right. It sent the planes to their directions. I don't know what's going on with this airport, guys. All of a sudden, it's just broken out of nowhere. Now, where are they going? They're going back up to then come back in? Oh, and then they're reversing? Where are they going? What's going on with this airport? I want to cry. But hopefully this might fix it. Who knows? Who freaking knows at this point? Anyway, this is what we built last episode, guys. This is what we built. I don't know if enough time has passed by yet for us to see any of the passengers be transported over. This is for line 4. That's for line 2. Is line 4 the new one? Yes, it is. And it already has 50 people on board. I think that's the new one, right? Yes, line 4. Yes! Holy moly, okay, so that's going to have quite a few people going over there. Hence why I need to set up a few more lines going in a few more different directions. So the obvious one to do at the minute for an additional connection would be from over here, obviously, directly connected. I don't know which side to put it on. I might put it on the pink side right now and then come back. So that's an obvious one there to kind of connect up. And if I go to my line overviews, which is now the yellow line, I reckon we only need 2 boats at max for that one. We'll see how that one goes down. But then we want to utilize this side, which I want to connect 2 new runs up. One going directly, I mean there's one there. Do I need one over here? I'm not too sure. But I want one over here for some reason. I want one over here. I don't know why. To be honest with you. But then again, it is going to have a metro line, and I can have I could have one that runs from there to there to there, right? Because there's metro lines all involved. No, is there a metro line here? Yes, there is. So that could be interesting. Is this airport doing its thing now? Right, all the planes are now spread out, so they're just now waiting for a free stand. I'm hoping that was the issue, because it seemed to have kind of rejigged itself. Now we just have to go for that trouble again of being completely backlogged until they've kind of got through all the additional, planes. It's kind of annoying that. But anyway, let's just forget that for just a moment. We are going to hopefully squeeze some extra ferry lines in. So there's a metro line just there, so it's all walkable to get down here. And the same for this one. There's a metro line just down there. Where am I going to connect this? So this is going to be quite the interesting connection. I might have to... I can actually put it on this side. Oh, no, actually, I'll put it on this side. We'll go just there. So let's unhook each of these roads now. So... boom. Gone. It's gone, mate. It's gone. And can I even get... Well, I might have to pause, delete. No, not delete. I don't want to lock the segment. Can I get it from this angle? Oh, there we go. Unlock. Delete. We got there. That was perfect. No dramas. No dramas, guys. That's what I like. No dramas. So we're going to bring this up and out. And so kind of follow up this way. Straight up, and then we'll go in. And then all we got to do here is connect to this. And then this here will come out like that, just to kind of then go up. And then to connect in just there. Again, no dramas, nice and simple. I know I can connect over to here, but I don't feel like there's oh, actually, you know what? There will be a need. There will be a need. I'll tell you why in just a moment, just to give us that additional connectivity. So we're going to utilize... Oh, this is interesting. So, I'm going to utilize having a boat that goes from here up to here. So I'm going to do a nice simple back and forth, which I'm going to do that one now. And then I'm going to have one that goes from... From here. That will then stop off here. That will then stop off here. That will then come back. Oh. Stop off there. Ooh. I don't know how I feel about this. And there. So I've got a middleman. You can go kind of go back and forth. And that blue route does both sides. I don't know how I feel about that. We'll see what happens. So line 6 is only going to need one boat. And in my new blue route, I reckon 4. It's saying 5, but I reckon 4. And we'll see what happens. Now, some of it may seem a little bit pointless, but the fact that they are set up on kind of metro lines as well kind of works out in a weird way. So these guys over here could get a metro down to there, to here, sorry, walk to that to get onto the island. That kind of works. There are not enough customers. Don't worry, the customers are on their way. Trust me, the customers are definitely on their way. So these lines are now overloaded as well. So we're waiting for more of the ferries to make their way over here. And then we got to get through the backlog because there's going to be a tremendous amount of pedestrians and passengers and tourists that want to get to these islands. And all of a sudden, I need to kind of think of how I can bulk up the travel. So let's go through these individually right now. So one here, I reckon I could do with a additional ferry now at this point. Line 2, which has got 3 on, I could definitely do with maybe a few more. We'll go for 2 more. Line 3, I mean, it will die down. That's the difference. It will die down. We're okay with the 3 that we've currently got. Line 4. Wow, okay. I'm going to go for 3 on this one. Line 5. 2 for now. I'll go 3. Line 6. It can manage the 1 at the minute. And the line 6 and line 7 right now, we've only just literally built these. So the demands aren't going to quite be there. But a few additional boats. It might overload some of the docks. But we'll see what happens. We'll just see what happens. And they will get their customers. They will eventually make their way over here. So no worry. So while that then runs through and we wait for it to all take place, I want to take a look then at building my water treatment plant. Now, we've currently got one over here, which is great, but it just doesn't fit right. Well, what's going on over here? Why are you guys? Waste transfer facility is full. Then transfer it. What are you waiting for? Oh, you're waiting for the vehicle to come in? There we go. I was going to say for a second there, what are you waiting for? So yeah, I want to move this because it doesn't feel right here no more over to here, and I want to utilize the sea in many ways. And what I mean by that is I want to build an inlet so water can flow in, we can suck up and have some basins for the sewage. You know, do it a proper, do a proper job on this. So it does mean reclaiming some more land. When doesn't that mean reclaiming some land at this point in time? And we got to try and figure out the best way to do it. Okay, we've got to try and figure out the best way to do it. I could stick it to the 10 there. But, yeah, that would be the better option. So bring that down to there via the 10. But I reckon I should only stop it just here and leave that top section there for basins. So if I then came down by a... It doesn't actually need to be that big, but if I came down by a 15, I could do something as simple as that. Allow water to flow in, have pumps either side. I mean, as simple as that sounds, do I need it to be any more complicated than that? I feel like I don't. Right, I'll do a 10 on that one. We'll kind of slightly stagger it. Now, what I've got to do, which this is the difficult bit, if I choose the terrain height of, give me up the brush size, of here, right, so I've got to then bring all this in. Let me up that brush size a bit more. Maybe down a bit more. There we go. And I've got to try and create this to be the same height. So, pushing all this back, I've got to adjust that metro line. And I've got to invert a lot of this stuff. So, just quickly sort all this out there. If I quickly invert the segments... There we go. So back to the terrain. I can now push it right to the edge. Very good, sir. Very good. And then in underground mode, select these puppies, drop them right down so you don't even notice that they were even there in the first place. And then we just gotta sort out the entry points a little bit better right now with the smoothing. So smooth from the top first. There we go. Smoothing all this out on the sides. And then what we'll do is we'll select both of these. And then we'll drop them down so they kind of go inwards slightly. Like that. Bring that one down a bit more. Right, that will work out well. So that there is the same level as the seabed floor. So the water will flow in, but obviously the pumps are going to be quite ferocious and they're going to suck up quite a lot of water. So I don't reckon we can consistently keep this filled up. So what I'll also then do is put maybe like a water source in there or something like that. Alright, get rid of all the trees in here. We no longer need these. They're just going to die out anyway. So let that just kind of fill itself up while we now build our little area for the basins. So bring this in out by a 30. And I don't know if I'm going to actually bring a road going down or just kind of fence it all off. But what is the road size I need for the basins anyway? Where is it all? It's over here. So to do a 2x2, I've got to go down by a 16 and across by a 10. So a 16 by a 10. I'm lost. Where am I? So from there to there. So if I pick that little section there, down here is a 20. Right, let's try and figure this out. So if I go up by a 10, across by a 16, it's not really going to work out that well. Scrap all this and we'll redo it. So if I align it up to that and then we'll start here, so I can definitely go by a 20. Oh, that's another point as well. I've got to then account for the road in the middle. Oh, but then it'll be a 10 by a 10, wouldn't it? Yeah, ignore me guys, I'm talking absolute dribble. So a 10 and then we go across by a 16. 16, I do another 10, 16, down, there we go. So we'll do another section here. Another 16. Just finish all that off. So we create a couple of little basins here, and then we want to basically do a service road. But now looking at this, I feel like I want to knock it over a bit more. So that to there is a 10. That's your 10. So that would be like your service road in many ways. I kind of want that to be not connected to that, but as close as you can to it. So if I push it over, about there. About there. I'm trying to think it would be better to flip this around. Nah, we'll keep it like that. So is this enough, you reckon? Oh yeah, that's perfect. There. Connecting out. It's a bit off, but we'll go with it. Because then it allows me to then work with, you know, another 10 going down. And then connecting in, so I can keep building additional basins going down. Which will give me and future-proof my coverage. For the sewage treatment. Right, this actually works out well. And we'll end the last one just here then. So that's a 10. Right, kill that off. 10 and in. Right, this will work out, boys. This will work out. So for then the sewage, the basins. So we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Thinking about it, this is probably way too many. 18 versus... Oh, I've got 8 there. So I've just over doubled the potential output. Or input, whatever you want to call it. So again, this is definitely future-proofing myself, isn't it? %, definitely future-proofing myself. So, connect you up. There we go. Just needs the power, obviously. But we'll squeeze in first then some of the water pumps. So we need the big boys. And this is what I mean by this. They're going to pump up so much water, I might have to kind of place in my own water source. Now, right now, we have 1, 2, 3. We only have 4 currently doing the whole island, which the water is barely there. So we're going to do a little bit more than 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, which currently replaces what we've got. 1, 2, 3, 4, and that will then double our water production. That will double our water production, and that passes over the power at the same time as well. But like I said, the problem is I need a water source in here to kind of give us adequate oh, pause, because that's going to get too high. 1 there. 1 there. 1 there. So I've gone for 3. So hopefully this will be enough to consistently fill this up, this little drainage point. And another way in which I can also alleviate the water issues is have a fresh water outlet on the edge. Because then this will always pump in any excess water, thus allowing me to always have this filled up. So hopefully this is going to work out. It might slightly overfill, but we just got to wait for the tide to turn and for the water to also kind of drip back out. So we'll give this a moment right now. We'll give this a moment, but this is pretty cool, this whole little area right now, isn't it? It's our whole utility section to the island. So I reckon I might need to drop these water sources slightly. Especially that one, jeez. Because I do have the water outlets bringing the water in. So yeah, we'll give it some time. We'll let time tick by. And I might do a little fence going around the edge of this as well to kind of block it all off. But that's pretty cool, isn't it? I really like this area. We'll see how long it lasts, but I really like it. So it does mean I can get rid of this right now, which is a little bit difficult than you think, because I've got to first delete all the water sources and let the water naturally kind of drain out. But I'll let this suck up all the water first before I get rid of them. Get rid of these little basins one by one. So this was good, but it was never really what I wanted at the end of the day. And I don't think I knew what I wanted until I started building. It was until I built my first the solar farm that I knew I could turn this into a utility area. So yeah. Alright, garbage is being collected from all these little basins too. And yeah, I think that's gonna be it. I think that's gonna be the one. So, gotta wait for water to be all sucked up. Once this is all dry, we'll then get rid of the pumps, because either way I have to wait for the water to slightly evaporate. And we'll also get rid of the roads. Well, just these ones anyway, because we're going to extend this industrial area. So get rid of all of these. And then once the water's completely settled, we'll pull it back to what it originally was. To be honest with you, they also need a little bit more power, don't they? I'll give them the power really quick so I can really get rid of that water. Right, this is going to work out wonders for us, guys. This is going to be absolutely magical. So in terms of a fence, I reckon that I also give the same, or place the same fence in. So we'll go for that wooden one. And... oh, how am I going to do this? Because it has to kind of incorporate all of this, doesn't it? So if I brought that right down... and instead of there, I come to here and then go this way around it. Right, okay, so let me just connect these up. So bam, bam. Thank you, ma'am. Bam, bam. Well, that's a 90 degree. We'll keep that 90 degree. Now, this is the interesting one. So, from there to there is a 6. If I went by a 6... okay, forget that. What if I go by like a 4x4 then? 4x4 just to kind of end it. And here I'll do a 3x3. To bring this up. Where does that go? To about there. To then finish this up with a 4. Oh, don't do that to me. It is what it is. It is what it is, but it kind of finalizes that whole area, which will allow me to place down some beautiful trees right now to again finalize this area. Oh no, trees going all the way down. Pollution for days down here, but it is what it is. Right, nice. Scattered all about. Do you know what? I just realized we've got 95,000 residents. I didn't realize how high or quick we were climbing. Now, the airport is still feeling the backlog. But you know it's not that bad because the vehicles are not too bad right now. They're slowly ticking them all out, but nothing's kind of caught or, you know, backed itself up. I don't really want to delete the planes like I've done in the past because it then got to respawn and come back in. We'll let it naturally sort itself out, but we're slowly getting through the backlog. We have a little bit of a mixture between oh, do you know what I should do actually? Because some of the planes are stuck trying to get out while these are trying to come in. But what I should do is flip around the taxiways where this one goes in that way. You know what I mean? So if you're going out here, you're going this way out, hopefully keeping this free. If that made any sense whatsoever. I just gotta wait for these these planes to move before they understand that that is now the system that they are going on. And I reckon I could. And I don't know if it's going to bring that up because they've still got to wait for these guys to go through. So I reckon we're still waiting for them to clear this little bit of a backlog now, aren't we? Yeah. You can get so caught up with this and get so obsessed with it, which is, I'm borderline there. But we'll just wait for these planes to make their spaces known. This one's now moving, which will allow that one that's blocking everything off to go through. Okay, maybe not. You've just spawned in. Where are you going? Oh, you're going to the end. Okay, so it's just updated. So we now got some movement again. Glorious. Glorious. It's now all happening. Lots of movement, I see. Lots of movement. Well, where are you going? You doing a 3-point turn or something? I think that plane was doing a 3-point turn. Right. So, how can I make this a little bit more efficient? Rather than going down here and that way around, what if I brought them in to go that way? Or that way and then down to loop this way around? Because they can then come out this way to go up to then skedaddle straight out. And if that happened, they will cut down. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Swings them around. I don't know how to make this a little bit more efficient for the taxi systems. But we managed to clear a majority of it anyway. That's now going to go through, which is going to move these up. Some of them do despawn because they're waiting too long. But once these guys have docked, they've got to turn up this way anyway to go straight out. But it's just like this one here who's on the way down to there. Stops them. Stops them dead in their tracks. I mean, it's not as bad as it was. That's the difference. That is the difference. And at least it's functional. It's still catching itself up is the big one. Anyway, this island. I've forgotten about it for so long right now. But the actual nature reserve is making a profit, which is good to see. They're no longer complaining about the shoppers. We have the shoppers. There's lots of people waiting at the harbour. Same over here as well. So let's reevaluate our boats then. Let's go to public transport. Let's reevaluate these real quick. So, line 1. Okay. Line 2. Okay. Line 3. Okay. So we've caught up ourselves right now. Line 4. One of them's got to be really bad at some point. Line 5. This one here. So I'm going to add an extra 2 boats on it to get through that. Line 6. Only got 1 boat on. Okay, so we're going to up that to now 4. Seems quite dramatic, but there's a big backlog that we need to kind of get through. That was line 6. Line 7. And we could probably do an extra 2 on this, because this one is the one that's spread out the most. Now, lots more boats on these systems means that we're going to be waiting a lot of these harbours a little bit longer than usual, but at least we're getting through it. That's the main thing, right, guys? That is the main thing. I've got to sort something out here because these guys are getting held up by these guys trying to get in. Right, I'm going to try something, and it might be literally the complete wrong thing to do. I'm going to bring that into there to there, to bring that there. I'm going to flip this round. I'm going to flip it around like that. Which means, to be honest with you, there's no need for this. No, actually, we can still make that go like that. I'm flipping that round. So it forces them to go this way round to then obviously go down that way, or, you know, what the right thing to do would be to go down this way. So I'm actually going to delete this. So these guys coming down here, ideally I would want them to kind of either cut in there early or cut in here early, which then again, we don't need that. Well, we don't need this bit. Then to go in there, and then maybe to go around, but then they've got to crisscross themselves, and it's still backing themselves up. So are we really going to win at this? Probably not, but I could kill off that and that. So they've got to come down this way. So that hopefully it frees up all of this going down, which if I delete this to there and then replace it down as one. So the only issue is how much they're going to get backed up there. That's what I'm thinking now, which is what is happening now. But if anybody coming out of this can kind of go around and then straight out, hopefully. You're never going to win because the amount of flights that we do have. But I'm wondering if this will be a little bit more efficient. That plane's reversing. Oh, that's hilarious. So, yeah, we'll see. And obviously you got the downside of this plane. If he wants to go there, it's backing up all these from a short distance. It is a tough one. I might need to extend the runway, like move it down this way to have a little bit more length on our taxiing systems. So that plane is now schooling out, which obviously that one is the one that wants to go into it. And we're getting some movement happening again. Is that plane stuck? I'm going to delete it because I feel like it's got slightly bugged out in me changing up all this system. Right. So planes are now taken off. This is glorious. This is the problem though, is when a plane wants to wait for that. That's then the issue, isn't it? So, where did you just come from? Where did you just come from, sir? So that is my issues. I've got the issues. Big issues. And there's not a fat lot I can do without... I need this runway to be down here-ish, so I can extend these taxiways a bit better. We might do that next episode then, guys. We might do that next episode just to try and get rid of the backlog. I mean, if I did that, I could maybe add an additional stand, but adding an additional stand might mean there'll be more planes spawning in, so I don't know if that is probably the best thing to do. But I don't think what I've just done right now is the best thing to do. Because they're all beholden to these stands there and the planes coming in. Which I ain't seeing the movement like I was before. You know what I mean? I mean, we're getting some big movement now. But it's not as much as I want. Yeah. Anyway. Now we can get more boats coming in, bringing more people over here. This place should be rocking and a-rolling. You can see with the money that the nature reserve's now taking. Glorious! Absolutely glorious. So, how are we doing with our water anyway? The treatment and the capacities are astronomical. The power is pretty good. The garbage is... Oh, that's actually coming down a bit, so we could do a little bit more. Pumping it in the right directions. So who knew that probably wasn't going to be enough? Interesting. Oh, I didn't realize they produce power as well. But anyway, guys, we are going to end it here. We've done some massive transformations on the last couple of episodes. I hope you have enjoyed this so far. There is still water in here. What is going on? Is there a water source still in here that I haven't deleted? Yes, there is. Oh, my goodness me. I did not realize. So we'll sort all this out next episode as well. I'll get it all flat, get some more stuff built up. Hope you did enjoy it. If you did, smash a like button down below. Till next time, see you soon. So goodbye.